I was driving down Burnham Drive with my wife and 3 children after a Target run, and I saw a series of scary signs that drew my attention from the median. These signs read, 55% tax increase. Vote no on Prop 1. My wife and I were alarmed. 55% of what, we thought. My wife is a stay-at-home mom and I'm a teacher in a neighboring district. So the 55% was enough to draw our financial attention. But neither of us knew what Prop 1 was. So we made a decision to be responsible voters and find out. I'm glad that we did. It turns out that Proposition 1 is a ballot measure that affects our entire community. It's a capital levy to fund Peninsula School District schools. This funding would build 2 new schools, improve the safety at all existing elementary schools, provide critical technology infrastructure at schools, and replace athletic field turf at Gig Harbor and Peninsula schools. These upgrades are necessary for our district's success. Oddly enough, I didn't recall seeing anything about schools on these fear-inducing signs. I double-checked and discovered I'd been wrong. In small print, the sign said, "Paid for by citizens for responsible school spending," and it gave a website. So I researched that site too. Good thing. Turns out, this site was filled with misinformation, conjecture, and slippery slope arguments, but little evidence to support their claims. For example, do you believe that the Peninsula School District has an insatiable appetite for more funding from tax revenues with no apparent interest in cutting costs? Well, I don't. Of course schools need more funding. The Washington State Supreme Court even said so in its McCleary decision, that Washington schools are underfunded and that funding them is the paramount duty as required by our state constitution. Schools lose funding often, but this group thinks they should cut more costs. As a teacher, I know this means letting teachers go or cutting programs like early childhood education. Public education is funded by federal, state, and local tax dollars. Our home prices actually stabilize and increase in value the better our schools perform. So school success benefits us all, even if you don't have school-aged kids. Without safe, technologically sound schools, our community's children will be left out. The Citizens for Responsible Spending also make 2 other particularly dubious claims. First, that school improvements do little to improve student success. Look, research has time and again proven that school environments can have as much positive impact as an effective teacher on student learning. And secondly, it suggests portables as a viable solution to overcrowding. Well, I have a simple response to that. If your family outgrew its home, are you going to add portables to stick your youngest children in, or will you just build a bigger, better house? This is our community and our children. They deserve safe schools and they deserve to be put first. If I can afford the tax increase on a teacher's salary for a family of 5, I think we as a community can take education into our own hands to support our students. Raise your hands for students and vote yes on Proposition 1. Look, at the end of the day, no one goes around arguing, but wait, our schools are too good.